I'm happy as hell. That's awesome. Good stuff.
Oh, look at the Cody.
I had coffee.
Yeah.
I don't like coffee.
I want some things too.
But this coffee.
What flavor?
I can't lie. The Starbucks we had today was pretty jamming. Right. We've got, what is this, a 19 or a 20?
As far as the year?
Yeah.
2018.
So we've got Goran.
What's going on?
2018 Ford Mustang Ecoboost behind us. Performance-wise, it's completely stock. So it's here today. He's driven almost, 9-10 hours?
Yeah.
He's driven 9-10 hours all the way from Corona, California. Come out here for us to install these performance parts, and we just we're missing one thing. It should be here in about an hour. Let's just go down the list here. We've got the CV Fab Intercooler. So let's kind of unbox this stuff here. So this is the intercooler by Jason on the forums. Look how thick this thing is, and you can option these intercoolers in raw or black. And again, guys, I know some people will comment on this. Black intercoolers will not affect heat soak. There has been plenty of testing where black does not affect heat. It does not trap heat. It does not keep heat in. It does the exact same job as a uncoated intercooler would. So this is the Street Series. He does sell a race version that is much taller, but look, I mean, the thing is huge, and we'll put it next to the stock intercooler when it comes out. Put that back. And then beside me, let's see what we got here. We got some charge pipes. This one is going to be the cold side because there's no blow-off valve on it. Got some CV Fab pipes, silicone pipes here with the logo. Got some T-clamps here. Love T-clamps. Don't use those cheap hose clamps. Over here is going to be our hot side. So we got another CV Fab pipe. Got another pipe in there. Some more T-clamps. And our cold side with, ta-da, our TiAL blow-off valve flange right there. That's the cold side. And all of this piping is in wrinkled black. Check that out. Super cool. Got wrinkled black piping. What's in front of us? We've got the TiAL 50mm Q Blow-Off Valve. Check that out. Chrome red, got that 4A stamp. It's gonna make some really cool whoosh noises. It does have a stiffer spring in it, so he'll get a little compressor chatter. Be a little more dramatic. That does come out with a weld-on flange and a V-band, but since this already comes pre-flanged, we don't need to do any welding. It's just V-band. And finally, we're missing the MBRP. We'll talk about that here in an hour when it gets here. We've got the Airaid Intake Kit. So we've got the large, massive intake tube. Looks like it's ABS blown. This is one of our most popular selling items here, and it's been proven to make the most power out of all of the intakes. As we don't replace the stock airbox, and what it's seeming like, I think we talked about this in one of the earlier vlogs, is that sealed airboxes are making more power than cold air intakes, because some of these designs are putting the intake in the engine bay, and naturally that's just sucking in hot air. Whereas airbox system in this car, it actually has a nice ram air system in the front of the car, so it's forcing air through the front of the bumper, into the elephant trunk, up into the stock airbox, and now into this massive Airaid intake tube. Got some couplers here, a large hump coupler, and we've got a reducer into the turbo, stock turbo. And I know a lot of you guys asked this, UPR, we do sell a UPR coupler for a dual valve catch can. We've got some band clamps. We don't need T-clamps on this. It's pretty overkill. There's no pressure going through this. And it looks like we've got a nice CNC'd PCV port right here that goes, it looks like it's gonna go right here. We've got some instructions. Says, let's see, do not what?
So stop.
Do not return this product to the store if you have problems. It tells you right here how to install it. Awesome. And lastly, we've got the air filter. Of course, I don't have a blade on me. Oh, there we go. Super easy. So instead of replacing the filter or the airbox unit, we have a filter drop-in replacement. And again, anything to help airflow. And let's see, we've got the sticker for the intake right here. I love Airaid's new branding. Really, really hipster-like, kind of retro skateboardy. They're yellow and aggressive font. Let's see, got a warning sign, don't discard this air filter. And this is a red media type. So I believe this is a wet filter. This is washable, guys. Yeah, so this is oiled and it's washable. And for some education, some factual facts, oiled filters make more power than dry filters. And if you don't think that, then you need to go Google some K&N and Airaid themselves, because they say it as well. The price difference is very marginal. We're talking $5. And the oil is $3 to $5, and you need to clean it every oil change. It's not that hard. So I would rather take the extra power and oil my stuff and have a nice air filter. Right now, we're just gonna pull the front bumper so we can start on the charge pipes and the intercooler, and hopefully by that time the car will be cooled enough so we can do that exhaust whenever the heck it comes in. So we're unpacking Goran, right? Goran's, excuse me, MBRP Black Edition exhaust here. So this is a street edition, so it does have a little quieter muffler than the race version. And not only that, he opted for the black mufflers. So check these out, guys. Let's check that out. Nice powder coating on the pipes right there, so when you're looking from the back of the vehicle, there's no shiny silvery thing. You get a nice flat black, say matte black muffler. And now that I see the street version, guys, the street version does definitely have a bigger muffler. So of course it has less RAS, and looking inside of the muffler, it is definitely more, it is much larger than the street version. I mean the race version. This is the street, and I was talking about that this is much larger than the race muffler, as the race is much louder. So let's check out the tips. So the tips are supposed to be black as well. This is the black matte edition of the MBR Street, and you can get a black race edition as well, which is much louder. But I'm excited to hear this combo with the full race downpipe. It's much larger than OEM. It is catted because he does live in California, so we want to comply with emissions there. But never heard this sound combo. Yeah, we don't recommend uncatted unless you're a full race car. The repercussions and the emission stuff isn't worth it, and especially the smell. And it sounds like that's a big thing. I don't like how uncatted cars sound. They don't sound good. Really curious to see what this full race plus MBR sound like.
Now that the bumper's off, because we have to get to the intercooler, we're gonna go ahead and take the air intake off. Take off hot side and cold side charge tubes, get them out of our way for right now, because we know we're about to get in there and do it. So we'll get those out of the way, and then we'll go from there. Intercoolers for boost. So this is what feeds the turbo.
Okay, and
where does air will come through here, so it gets fresh air, nothing from the engine bay.
Okay.
Come in here, get filtered, and then put into the turbo.
And how does the intercooler work? Comes into
Intercooler.
it?
So once to make boost, it's gonna nature of the beast makes it heat up. I forgot what the ratio is, but for instance, this thing making like 14 pounds. It'll almost, I think it's like doubles, right? What's the poundage per temperature? I forgot. There's a percentage, right? Let's say, just for talking about it reason, comes in here at 100 degrees, and you boost it to 14 psi. It'll come out of there about 160, because it just gets naturally hot. And then when it goes in the intercooler, all that air coming through the intercooler will cool it down. And then once again, if you had a meth system or something like that, since that being wet and being methanol, it dramatically cools it down again before it gets in there. And boost is really big. Obviously boost makes power, but density of your air is what helps a lot.
What you doing, Cody?
Taking off the blow-off recirculation tube.
Cody's pulling that hot side pipe right now.
Yep.
We'll take a look at all the OEM parts here in a second. I think everything's out. Yep. Here's all the OEM stuff. Got hot side. We got the TiAL blow-off valve block on it, so it's a VTA. Here's the stock intake. We're going to be reusing this and that top hat, but replacing that tube. Here's one of the stock charge pipes, all squishy. Look at this, it's all squishy. Not the best thing under boost. Aftermarket stuff, not squishy. That's metal, not squishy.
So we're gonna install the tile before we put it in. Before you put on the tile, make sure you have an O-ring for it. Otherwise you have boost leaks along with vacuum leaks. Get that on there. Make sure it stays seated. grab your tile, make sure it sets over there, make sure the O-ring doesn't roll, everything's good. And then you can put your V-band on there. All I'm trying to do right now is I'm pre-putting on all the silicone boots, and I'm kind of speculating where I want the clamps to be able to access them once I get it in there. Just kind of visually doing it by my mind. So right now, this is gonna go on turbo, just like that in the car. So this should be the easiest way to access this clamp, in theory. We haven't made that for it yet. We'll just put it right where we think we need it, and then we'll get it up there. Kind of planning it out in my head. Silicone boots do pop off. It's just one of those things. And that's why I'll show you really quick. It's something you never need to do, but we run these.
Okay.
And this is like big boy stuff. And no matter what happens, it can't come across and it'll hold 100 PSI, right? Yeah. So if you ever like do a pull one time and all of a sudden it's like, whoop, and then you have no boots and the car's super slow, might smoke a little bit from it. It's probably one of these boots. So just take a visual inspection. Like if you call Charles, go, dude, my car sounded like it blew up a car, blah, blah, blah. It'll literally be one of these. Okay. And just see if it's clamped onto here. Okay. And see if it's clamped on your intercooler. Okay. And it'll be on both sides. Okay. I just want to make sure you know.
Please, yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's very, very common. These boots are nice for about 20 PSI. Yeah, after that, it's like,
all right, questionable.
Turn him out, Charlie.
when you're running the TiAL blow-off valve, it does run off manifold vacuum and manifold pressure as well. So to get rid of the factory one, which is an electronic solenoid, you get this plug from TurboSmart. It's just a resistor to trick the ECU thinking that's still in there and doesn't throw any check engine lights. So you just plug that in just like that on the factory harness from where that recirculation valve was. We're gonna go ahead and zip tie this into a good spot that's not gonna see heat, it's not gonna see any rubbing, and it's gonna be out of the way and not get any issues in the future. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it back to the main harness loop that's right here behind there and shouldn't have any issues.
Cody slices his finger open.
Seriously, I'm so bad at this. Do as I say, not as I do.
Here's the shutter system, guys. So there's a plug underneath. Look at this ridiculous system.
Oh, that's for...
Yep, moves it up and down. So now you guys know how the shutters operate. All right, guys, so check this out. Big difference here. So this is the stock intercooler. Plastic intakes, just ridiculously cheap core, and plastic inlet and outlet. So with Jason's CV Fab stuff, we have a very thick metal core, thick aluminum core here that's coated in powder coated black again. No temperature issues right here. Much larger intakes, as you can see here. Check out the intakes. They're not plastic, and that is aluminum. And the charge inlet and the outlet are metal, and there's your provision right there for your map sensor. So let's get this thing in and see if it fits with the shutters. No harm done if it doesn't. So we got some goodies. Got some goodies in the CV Fab box. So there is more than just the intercooler. Let's check it out. We got some hardware here, and we got some side brackets, and we have no idea what to do with them, and we're gonna figure it out.
Truth though.
Well, Cody figured it out in 1 second.
Like that. This one goes like that, and this one uses the factory bolt off of the original intercooler. But before we do that, these have to be mounted to the intercooler because the intercooler mounts to the back of it. So put them on, hand tight, tighten them up after you get it in.
We have the map sensor here going on the intercooler, on the CV Fab intercooler. Make sure to take that protective tape off as I showed you guys. Just like that, and tighten her down. Make sure not to break it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Stiffen right up. Don't forget, you recording? Don't forget to plug in your map sensor. Comes right back over here.
That is crazy. That is awesome.
You excited?
Yes. Oh my God. Let's get it done. We gotta put the exhaust, the tune.
So following this week's theme of some things just aren't going right, we did not receive a part, so it's not allowing us to get the exhaust on. So we're gonna get Goran a hotel room for the night because we've managed to track it down and get it overnighted. But we've pretty much wrapped up this install. Just need to put the bumper back on, but we want to show you what we did. So we got, let's start right here. We've got the CV Fab Charge Pipes. So we're looking at the hot side, got that wrinkled black finished. And then we've got the TiAL Blow-Off Valve, 50 mil. This thing's gonna sound sick. Got the Airaid Intake tube. Does not replace the air box, it's just the tube. And then inside, there is a, there's the drop-in air filter with that wet media. We are gonna find a solution for this. Check this guys out. If you don't have if you do go to VTA, you will have this hole, and you need to figure out how to plug this hole. So we're gonna find a cap. This is not pressure. This is suction, so it does not need to be. It needs to be sealed, obviously, but just know there is no pressure that goes on that. So check this out, guys. It's pretty cool. The CV charge pipes have a meth bung right here, so we got to just plug that real quick with an Allen screw. It's provided. We got our silicone, we got our T-clamps on, and then let's go lower here. Check this out, guys. We got the street intercooler on, and we went ahead and we're not gonna put the shutters back on. It's just, it's not needed. I mean, we're gonna tune that out. I mean, this car is gonna see some good horsepower, so we don't need that. A lot thicker, you guys saw, a much thicker core. Fitment is absolutely perfection. I've got absolutely no complaints. Can't wait to see what it does as far as some temperature changes. And yeah, so we got to come back tomorrow, get the exhaust and downpipe on. I'm really curious to hear what it sounds like, and then hopefully Sunday this car will get tuned. So, cut! Day 2, look what we got.
Yes.
We got the full race Pro Catted Downpipe. Floor it, Cody, let's go. Oh, you can feel the power difference?
Oh, bad.
Wow. All right, guys, we're putting the MBR street exhaust on.
We're fucking taking off the stock exhaust.
Hey, we're doing a turbo back exhaust, actually. So we're going all the way from the turbo, all the way back to Cody. The big old them turbo diesel exhaust, I'll tell you what. Hangers.
That didn't take long.
Oh, that would have been nice. Almost caught it.
You love this thing? I'll be nice.
Oh, yeah. You can take it off. Now the downpipe. And
That's some pipe right there. That's a whole lot of pipe.
we're gonna lay some pipe, guys. Look at all this pipe we're laying.
That's some pipe right there.
V pipe. If you guys don't know, it's 100 degrees already in Arizona, and Cody's working on that downpipe right now after I'm sure Goran floored it everywhere.
No, I didn't. I haven't given it gas. I was careful with it.
Make sure to disconnect your O2. Definitely don't want to pull on your downpipe with the O2 disconnected. So now we got to pull the sensor itself out.
Where'd you find this Cat-Back?
Jesus Christ, bro. We're just here to bring you the hardest projects.
Ford was like, how tight do you want it? Yes.
Yes. This double extendo crowbar to... we're gonna put the proper tool on this now. If you guys don't know, these sockets have a cut in the middle that allows the sensor wire to go through it. And now you can put a 1/2 inch on there, get some leverage. And there it is. Cody's not awake right now. He forgot how to tool.
What do you think the car's thinking right now? Or, damn, he's so far deep inside of me.
The content.
Damn, I've never had 2 hands before. And the camera? That's intense.
That was good.
F***ing comedian over here.
I'm just honest. I'm 17 in this car. Who do you think I lost my virginity to? Right here. She's right here. Right, baby. Yeah.
Taking the downpipe off from the turbine now. And we want to notate which way the gasket goes. Don't want to lose that donut gasket. This car is super new, so we're going to end up reusing the gasket here. There's no need to replace it. But on an older car, you probably do want to replace it. And of course, the downpipe fell because there's no exhaust. But
Also known as the G-spot.
no harm done.
Right, what do you think, Paul? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Congratulations.
Hey, Cody. So, check out the stock downpipe, guys. Look how massive that catalytic converter is. That thing's a beast. Pretty nasty metal they use here. This thing is just as, it's pretty much as cheap as it gets. But, I mean, hey, it's a mass-produced car, so not complaining much. And then let's go over here. We'll put them side by side when we're done. Got a full 3-inch all the way catted downpipe from Full Race. Got the adapter in the back. Super, and honestly, the Full Race one is pretty overbuilt. I have it on my car, obviously. But, I mean, if you're looking for the best quality, best no holds bar, most money, that is your downpipe right there. So we put that gasket back up there. Check out the donut gasket. The round part faces outward. And we got one section of the downpipe going in. This is a 3-section downpipe. I have no idea how Cody's gonna get the bolts up top, but we'll see. Oh, he's gonna bolt it to the side, I think. Oh no, he's smart. He got a bolt started.
I'm just gonna bring it down where it's like.
We going down. The lock's gonna fail.
Make sure to leave everything loose until everything's together, and then tightening it. Tightening it. Keep it all loosey goosey.
Yeah, because if we tighten this shit and try and put everything back together, it's not gonna be a good time. Look at that cat. Damn, nice 200 cell cat. Hell yeah. No errors here, boy. Oh yeah, I got that cinematic shit, guys. We going from vlog to movie. Whoa, shit. We got a second section coming in. Got the flex section, super high quality flex on this thing. No expense spared, V-band. No comment. Damn boy, you about to pick up some big power with this. Yeah, exhaust, intercooler, and tune is an easy, it's an easy 140 foot-pounds in torque. Yeah, it's a huge change. So on this back section, guys, you have two options. You've got a OEM adapter, which we have here. This will fit in the OEM exhaust, MBRP, about 98% of exhaust. And on our website, we do have a 3-inch section and adapter kit with a titanium V-band section for the Tome. So we've got a bunch of customers that do that as well, that want a true 3-inch. As you can see, it reduces down to a 2 1/4. Losing a little bit of horsepower there, but MBRP and other brands and Florries do this because some people don't want to change their downpipe out and they want to still have a Cat-Back exhaust. So we need to be reusing that stock slip. So don't throw that away. That's the stock slip that holds the stock downpipe and the exhaust. That's going to be holding our Full Race and MBRP together. What the hell does MBRP stand for, guys? Someone Google this shit and tell us.
My beautiful rear packet.
We got the rear section of the and my what do we call it? My beautiful rear package. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's in the way. I love that.
Let's snip that dumb thing. Let's get rid of it.
To me. Oh.
Shouldn't the logo face up? Yeah. I think you got the wrong pipe on that side. But the logo is on the wrong side. Damn it, Cody.
It only makes sense if you think about it. You know what else is stripped off? I love life.
Oh, we got the flare dog. And Cody's face.
You're a global paramedic, and you're over here
Paramedic?
academic.
Wait, what? Yo, what's up with my fit though? The clown on this fit, dog. What's up? I got floral patterns on my right now.
I got floral patterns on my.
I'm ready to go to Mexico. So,
What a basic.
the camera died. We don't have any batteries left, so we're on the iPhone. Hell yeah, brother. We shot this whole damn thing with 3 different cameras. So we're almost wrapped up here. Cody's just making the final adjustments, and I'll put the tips on. Really like the black section. Looks really good. Black section's only about $30 more, guys, so I would recommend it. I like it over the chrome. Dang, I got 3 different lenses right now.
Special.
Boof. Boof.
Put your finger right here. Right there. Yes.
All right, guys, so we're pretty much gonna wrap this video up. We're gonna reinstall everything in reverse order. So just make sure to tighten up that downpipe. Nothing's tight right now, so all these V-bands are still loose, so that's why the exhaust is sagging right now. But we're gonna get it all, we're gonna push the exhaust as close as we can to the body, so we have good clearance here. We're gonna wrap it up with the tips, and most importantly, I wanna get the sound of this new MBRP with the full race downpipe, because like I said, really curious to see what this car sounds like. And then tomorrow, if Goran has time, I don't think he has time anymore, he's gonna get it tuned with Ryan. So he's gonna be seeing a huge difference. I mean, he's got a intercooler and a full exhaust, so he's almost full bolt-ons and an intake. So he should pick up a good 120 to 130 foot-pounds of torque, and that's gonna be very noticeable in the lower down range. But as these cars are just restricted with that tiny turbo, it does drop off on the higher RPM. But he's gonna have that good torque down low that most people are familiar with this engine. Right? That's weird to say a 4-cylinder has torque. All right, guys, so we got everything tightened up. You know, I'll tell you what, okay, go ahead. Go for it, Cody. Damn. You hear the turbo?
Yeah.
Do it again.
What?
That sounds so sick. Hell yeah. Well, there it is, guys. MBRP full race combo. What a f***ing killer sound. No rasp. What? The Choco.
Hey! That looks like gross.
What'd you guys do in this car? All right, you're good. Come back, man. So again, this is the street exhaust on the outside now. As you can hear at idle, it's pretty damn quiet. It sounds good. Now put it in park and go ahead and give it a little rev. Man. What a difference. Well, this dude's got a long drive home. What do you think, though?
God. I'm happy as hell. It's awesome. Good stuff.
All right, man. You stay safe.
We will. Let's go.
They got to get out of here. There we go. Another Ecoboost done. Got 2 more before we're going to be wrapping up here, and then 100% on our turbo kits. Big thank you to Goran, man. Long trip. Super cool kid.